Okay, so today is 15th of December 2024. So I'm here for end of year celebration for my hometown, Abuja branch. Um, so it's awesome they asked me to come and do early, so you can see. Let me zoom in. They're setting things up. So it hasn't started though. So I'll see. Probably I'll capture video there as well. Um, okay, so um, I came with my um, 1986 classic 505 V6 Mama. Okay, so let's get back to the reason why I'm doing this video. So something, it's more like a testimony, but the testimony is not from me. It's actually from someone else, a client that I fixed his vehicle. So remember recently there's one video I published. I can't remember when, but I know it was not long ago, some days ago if I'm not mistaken. So the factory fan was abused. It has a EPC engine, that VTI 120. So the factory fan was abused, and then the thermostat was also removed. So so what I did on that video was to reverse, though I didn't show most of the details, but I mentioned that I would reverse the fan abuse or bypass connection back to factory, and also I recalled I show you guys the new thermostat that I purchased. Basically, I asked my contacts to bring. So the one of the video showed it was meant for a different engine or different transmission. So we returned it, got another one. I didn't show all those details on the video anyway. So after we did all that, new thermostat housing, by reversal of the fan abuse connection to factory. So I think it took about 4 or 5 days before I got a feedback from the owner. I didn't even request for it, but he made a good observation. So he said, ever since I did that work on the vehicle, on the engine cooling system, you now observe almost like double improvement of the fuel consumption. That is from him. According to him, he said before or prior to that work, his car was getting like 17, 18, probably 20 miles per gallon. That's what he said. Unless I can't recall what he said, but I know it was between that 20, like between 17, 20, or maybe a little bit above 20, maybe 20 something, if I could recall. So however, after I did that work, I observed the consumption now dropped down to the point that it now average between 30 to 40 something miles per gallon. I could see maybe I didn't hear him well, but this was what I gathered from what he was saying. So honestly, I think probably what I will do next time I meet with him, I might do an interview with him, so I let him use his own map. But the thing is, if I had known, I've requested if he would want to talk to the camera. Not everybody that wants to show his face or put out his face on YouTube. Even if he doesn't want, probably I could do the audio interview, and then do it such a way that I can publish it on my channel, so you hear directly from him. I'm not making it up. Just wanted to put it out. I'm not making it up. So one way or the other, you hear that. Like I said, I'm not so sure of the figure, but I know the difference for what he was saying was more than 15 miles per gallon. So, or within that range, probably 40, 30 something against 17 to 20 or thereabout he was getting before. So let that be, I don't know, is it inspiration? I don't know what to say that, because a lot of people, it doesn't matter what you say, try to educate them. They need to put their fan back to factory connection. They just keep abusing their system. They will leave it like that. Keep telling you one reason or the other. I don't know. So I know I done an article recently. What was it? A few months ago, 2 months, or where I educated people explaining how an abuse on your engine cooling system will increase your fuel consumption. I made sure I elaborated it in details how it happens. It's not just making an authoritative statement. No, I actually explained it in very literally words, as in ABC. Any layman can understand. This will happen. This is how the consumption goes up, so that it won't be like I'm just saying without anything to back up what I'm saying. So those who have science background will understand what I explained on that article. Someone has experienced it. So if you're still having doubts, I want to retain those abuse by running your car without the engine cooling system thermostat, and or running your engine with your fan spinning constantly as soon as you switch on ignition switch, as soon as you start your vehicle. Hey, it's up to you. I'm not gonna tell you, try to make you do something you don't want to. I always tell people, why do you have to be? It's just like, if you want to bring in a religious perspective on this, just like what Jesus said. He said, this generation, was it Jesus that said that generation of sign? People have to wait until somebody will experience it and say, hey, this is what I experienced, this is the sign. Then they will believe it, rather than taking it by leap of faith, as in, hey, they say if you do this will happen. I mean, one thing I always said, what's the worst thing that can happen if you reverse down your engine cooling system back to factory? What is the worst that can happen? And then weigh the option. What's the worst that can happen if you do not do that, if you keep using it in that situation? Nothing, as far as reversal is concerned. I mean, it's a common sense thing as an adult. If you are talking to an adult, when you reverse something, you drive and observe. If you start giving issue, immediately you can return it how it was. But at least, rather than you just keep listening to, but I had. Why the other side of it, if you do that reversal, it will reduce your engine wearing out. It will reduce your fuel consumption. You don't have to lose your engine rapidly. Even if, of course, everything eventually will wear out, but it will take much longer time. But with those abuses on your engine cooling system, within months, a year, few years, your engine is gone. You just be smoking every day. You are topping up 1 liter, half a liter of oil. You just keep burning until, I always tell people, they keep saying, but my system, I've been driving my car without thermostat, without cooling fan at factory. What I mean factory means your cooling fan only comes up a certain temperature and then goes off again. Probably when your temperature gauge is at the middle of the gauge, then comes up, then goes up. So I really forgot what I was trying to explain. I haven't forgotten my train of thought. Or something I wanted to say before I now started describing the temperature gauge. Anyways, so like I said, what would you gain by leaving it at that abuse system? I don't know, man. People just, and yet you keep complaining. Oh, the Peugeot car is too, engine doesn't last. Oh, this one doesn't last. Or it might not even be a Peugeot car. It could be another model of vehicle. But this car is only giving me headache. Every now and then I'm changing engine. Every now and then I'm topping oil. Every now and then I'm changing the engine rings. Every now and then the bearings are worn. This one, that one. Huh? Why is my colleague that drive the same model of vehicle, same year, exactly the same model, same transmission or similar engine or whatever, why is that? Oh, why are they spending less on fuel, on fueling their vehicle? Why I'm spending almost double of what they are spending? Why are my colleagues, my neighbors, using same vehicle or similar vehicle or same or different vehicle with same engine? Why is their engine lasting more than 10 years? Or, you know, without or continuously without having any issue ever since you've known them. But yes, almost every 2 years you are changing engine. Every 2 years you are changing engine. I explain all those things, you know. The thicker, the colder your coolant temperature, your water temperature, whatever I want to say it, the longer it stays in that condition, the more your engine wears out, the more fuel it consumes, and so many other reasons. I'm not gonna waste so much time, but like I said, maybe next time I meet with him, I'll talk to him to see if he will agree to do the interview. If he agrees to do the visual one, why not? We'll do it, then publish it. If he says no, then I prefer the audio one, we'll do it. I'll make it happen, publish it, so you guys can hear it, see that. I mean, quite improvement. He was the one that brought it up, as he was like, wow, that after he did that, he really appreciated the work, and that he didn't know that his car can be that fuel economical just because of the engine cooling system. Okay, so I'm going to leave it here, and hopefully someone will gain from this, and the rest will keep arguing, you know. Yeah, I think I was saying something about what's the worst that can happen if you abuse your car. I think that's what I'm trying to say. What's the worst that can happen? You lose your engine. You keep burning your money on fuel. Worst case, like I said, if you reverse it and you drive, all of a sudden you now notice your car is overheating. It's very easy. You won't even spend a dime. Worst case, you just be just little amount you pay your mechanic or electrician, or put it back the way it was, if that is actually causing harm to the vehicle. But another thing there is, just because your temperature gauge is at the middle of the gauge doesn't mean your car is overheating. I don't know where Nigerians get this impression or this belief system that your temperature gauge is supposed to be at the lowest level of the gauge. It's supposed to be indicating 0. I don't know where you get that impression. That means that everything is working well. The lower your temperature stays, or that below, or that lower part of the gauge, the longer it stays there with the engine running, the more it's grinding it. The more it's grinding your crankshaft, your camshaft, your rings, your pistons, your cylinder wall, your sleeves, all these things. I'll explain it in those articles. You can go and read it up there. You know, so I won't waste much time. Alright, so hopefully it helps you or it doesn't. Yeah. Like and subscribe to this video, and watch out more for more videos. Alright.